So, here we can find out the value of a either by means of the factorization method or by the second one, that is the by using the formula. So, here let us find out the value of a by means of the factorization method, that is the first method of solving a quadratic equation. So, here that implies a square, the middle term is of plus 2a, but the last term is of 12. We can find the factors of 12 as 6 into 2 is one form of writing the 12, and the other one is, but here as per the problem it is of minus 120 equals to 0. Therefore, so here it is of a square plus 2a minus 120 equals to 0. So, here 120 can be written as 60 2 is of 120, and the other form is of 40 into 3 is also of 120. Then now 10 12 is also of 120. Say 12 tens is of 120. Then now 40 into 3, 3 4 12 followed by 0, 120. 60 into 2 is also of 120. But we must get the middle term as plus 2 either by adding the factors or by subtracting the factors. 60 plus 2 is of 62, which is not the coefficient of a, middle term's coefficient, that is coefficient of a. By subtracting we will get as 60 minus 2 as 58 is also not the coefficient of a. So, first option is wrong. Then now let us go for the second one. 40 plus 2, 40 plus 3 is of 43, which is not the coefficient of a. Either by adding these two factors or by subtracting these two factors, we must get the middle term's coefficient. So, here 40 plus 3 is of 43, which is not the coefficient of a, and 40 minus 3 is of 37 is also not the coefficient of a. So, second option is also wrong. Here by adding up these two factors, 10 plus 12 is of 22 is not the coefficient of a, but by subtracting greater minus least, 12 minus 10 is of 2, say 2 is the coefficient of a, we can choose 10 into 2 as the factors, that is 10x and 12x. So, here so 12a and as well as 10a, but here we need plus 2. So, greater one must be assessed plus positive sign, and if I take here minus sign, so here plus into minus is of minus. So, we can subtract greater minus least is of 12 minus 10, that is 2a. Then since 12 is greater, 12 is greater than 10, 12 sign is of positive, we will be getting positive sign. Then now minus 120 must be written as it is, that must be equated to 0. Then now, so this is the method of performing by means of the factorization in order to get the value of a. So, from first two terms and the last two terms I am going to take common. So, here that implies out of first two terms a is common. So, a is taken out as common. So, when a is taken as common, so here a square equals to a into a, there are of two a's. When one a is taken as common, one more a is left over. Then now plus when a is taken out as common, only just 12 is left over. Then now here among these two terms, so minus is common, and moreover say here 10 is also common, because 120 can be written as 10 12s. So, here 10 is taken out as common, minus 10 is taken out as common in the first term, just a is left over within the bracket. Since minus sign is taken as common, within the bracket the sign will be changed. So, minus becomes here plus sign, but 10 12s is of 120. So, here we can write as a 10, bracket indicates into 10 into 12 is of 120. So, bracket close is equals to 0. Among these two terms, so here a plus 2 and a plus 2 is common. So, we can take as a plus 2 as common now. So, when a plus 12 is taken as common, taken out as common, just a is left over within the bracket, then now minus sign, a plus 12 is completely taken out as common, just minus 10 is left over within the square brackets, that is equals to 0. In order to find out the value of a, either for the first bracket must be equated to 0 or the second bracket must be equated to 0. So, here therefore, so here a plus 12 must be equated to 0, or a minus 10 must be equated to 0 in order to find out the value of a. So, here a equals to when plus 12 is transposed over to the right hand side. Similarly, when minus 10 is transposed over to the right hand side, we will be getting the value of a. So, here plus 12 on the other hand, we will be getting minus 12. Similarly, here a equals to minus 10 on the other hand, we will be getting plus 10. Minus 10 on the other hand, we will be getting plus 10. So, here in this manner, so here I got. So, here therefore, a values are of minus 12 comma positive 10, but a is not the the value which we have to find out. So here, as per the problem, so here we have to solve the given equation for the value of, here the given equation is of x into x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3, that is the variable in it is of x. So we have to solve for only this x. So here, in order to solve for x, again we have to substitute. So here we have assumed x square plus 3x as a. We have supposed let x square plus 3x as a. So here a must be replaced again by means of the values which we got, that is minus 12 and as well as 10. So x square plus 3x equals to a is the assumption, but x square plus 3x is equals to a is our assumption, or in other words supposing. So we supposed in this manner, then here there are of two cases, that is case number 1. Say here case number 1 is of, so at a is equals to 12, say a equals to minus 12. So in this regard, when a is substituted as minus 12, then the equation will be in the form of, so x square plus 3x is equals to a replaced by minus 12 on the other hand, that is right hand side. Then now that implies x square plus 3x, when minus 12 is transposed over to the left hand side, then say here it becomes plus 12 on the left hand side, then that equals to 0. So here we got this logical step by transposing the right hand side term over to the left hand side. Then now x square plus 3x plus 12 equals to 0 is in the form of a quadratic one. So here x square, so here therefore x square plus 3x plus 12 equals to 0 implies ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, which is nothing but the gen form of a, or the general form of a quadratic equation. Then now we have to solve for x. So here let us solve the given equation by means of the formula. So here that is the second method, that is the method of solution of the formula, method of solution by means of formula. So here that implies ax square plus bx plus c. So here by comparing the coefficients, we get, so here then we have x square coefficient is of a, so here x square coefficient is of 1, therefore a value will be of 1. So x coefficient is of b, x coefficient is of 3, so b must be equated to 3. Then c is a constant, then whereas here the constant is of 12, so c will be equals to 12. Then now, so here we will be getting two values of x. So here in order to find out x, so here that is when ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 is a quadratic equation. When ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 is a quadratic equation, then x is given by means of the formula minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Then now by resubstituting the values, so here that equals to x equals to minus must be written as it is first of all. Then now b value is of 3 plus or minus root of b square, that is value is of 3, that is 3 square minus 4ac. So here 4 into a value is of, so a is of 1 into c value is of 12 overall divided by, so 2 into a, so 2 into a value is of 1. So that equals to minus 3 plus or minus root of 3 square, 3 3s is of 9 minus 12 4s of 48, 48 1s is of 48. So overall divided by, so 2 1s is of 2. So that implies minus 3 plus or minus root of, so here 9 is of positive and 48 is of negative. From greater we have to subtract the least, because plus into minus is of minus. 48 minus 9, so here 48 minus 9 by subtracting, so here borrowing 18 minus 9 is of 9, so here it becomes 3, that is of 39. So here 39, to assess the sign here greater one is of 48 than that of 9, so its sign is of negative, so you will be getting minus 39 overall divided by, so here 2 ones is of 2, so here there are of 2 values, minus 3 plus or minus root of minus 39 by 2 is of the are the values of x. So in this manner we got x is equals to minus 3 plus or minus root of minus 39 by 2. So minus 3 plus or minus root of minus 39 overall divided by 2. There are of 2 values, one is of positive, the other is of negative. So x is equals to minus 3 plus root of minus 39 by 2 is one value, or so minus 3, the next value will be of negative, that is minus 39 root of minus 39 overall divided by 2. This is of case number 1. Let us go for the case number 2.